Hi, my name is Meehan. I'm from County Leitrim, and I have an album out at the moment called Twill Do. And there's about 19, or there's exactly 19 original compositions on the CD, and with a mixture of old favourites. And so yeah, I'm just going to play a track off the CD. The first reel is called Watch's Dream, and I'm going to follow that then with Dinny O'Brien's reel. So.
Shane. God, that's awful sweet playing from a very sweet sounding fiddle as well.
Yeah.
Now, you're not a one menu merchant. I've been talking to you for about 10 minutes before you started playing here, and you've got strange little stories about your life. And the first being the fiddle.
Yeah.
Usually people get fiddles in England in auctions or Germany or France, but where did you come by that fiddle?
So I went over to Mexico to teach English a few years back, and I suppose I don't know really why I picked Mexico. It's just a kind of a random decision, but And so I went over for about 4 months, and I didn't bring a fiddle with me. So I was about, after a few weeks, then I was just trying to kind of play a tune, and and I kind of wanted to buy a new fiddle anyways, because the one I had before, the sound kind of went a bit off in it. So basically I was looking around Mexico and shops and Mexico City, and then I bumped into a classical player, and they brought me to a place right in the centre of Mexico City, and there was a luthier there in a small little shop, and I was trying to describe the sound that I wanted, kind of like a deep, sweet sound or whatever, and so I tried a few fiddles, and then I actually spotted this one. It was hanging up from the ceiling, and I said, "What about that fiddle?" Because it kind of looked nice, And he was kind of like, "Okay," and he was reluctant to actually sell it to me, because I think it was a fiddle that he had grown up playing himself.
Oh, I see.
Or at least that's what I think he said anyways. And
so you prized it from him.
Yeah. So I kind of So it was, I think I bought for like equivalent of €1,000.
Yeah.
So
that's a strange route to buying a fiddle.
It is, yeah. But it's definitely, it's lovely fiddle, and lucky to have it. So.
And in an environment, we'll say, that wouldn't be too conducive to taking care of a fiddle with the extremes of temperature over there.
Yeah, well, it needed a little bit of work, because there was kind of gaps in it and stuff.
Yeah, all right, okay.
The setup was all wrong, so I had to.
Okay, so beautiful. Okay, it's done. Now the second little variation, we'll say, you played with a Céilí Band that won in All-Ireland in Derry in 2013.
That's right.
Will you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so the Moylurg Céilí Band, a group of musicians that I've grown up playing with, Aidan Shannon and his sister Riada, Mick Mulvey, Lorraine Sweeney, Brian Moston, and the piano players Mick Blake, and Dave McGuinness was on the drum then, and Andy McGreevy on the other fiddle, and Ronan Green. That's everybody, I think.
Right.
So we decided to get a Céilí Band going and enter the competitions, and so it took us, I think it was 3 years to win it.
Right.
And eventually, the year we won it was in Derry, so that was a novelty. That I think was the first FLA in Northern Ireland at the time.
Yeah, great FLA actually. I was up at it. Yeah.
And but on the night that we played, I think it was the first time it happened. There was a callback, so we had to go back on stage and play another set of reels. But the set of reels that we played the second time were actually better than the reels we played initially. So
and who was in the callback? Do you remember?
I think it was the Fermanagh Band. What are they called again? Can't think of the name of them now, but it was the band from
Fermanagh. Yeah.
I think they won it. They might have won it the following year, I think.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, so
that's good.
It was very exhilarating experience.
I'm sure it was. Yeah, you can't beat that, especially up in that area.
Yeah.
Fiddle playing in a Céilí Band doesn't really do much for sensitivity as regards.
No.
Developing your own individual style. Does it really contaminate you as a fiddler if you keep playing because it's so forceful?
Well, I would be of the opinion it does if you keep doing it, but yeah, I think it's good to do when you're a teenager or
right.
That but I know people that've been doing it for years, and yeah, it definitely does.
Or
impact.
Maybe not contaminate. I would withdraw that word.
Yeah.
And listen, Shane, your own album just out now. It's you launched it at Drumshanbo Festival just gone, and a lot of these compositions I just see from the sleeve notes are your own.
Yeah.
You're a pretty prolific composer, are you?
Well, I suppose I've been doodling or trying to compose tunes since I was like 13 or 14. And I've composed a lot of bad tunes, so it's you kind of sift through them then eventually, and there's a few then that are keepers, I suppose. And,
right.
So yeah, I've written a good few that probably, I don't know, there's probably around 100 maybe.
My God. That's a
I'd
lot of tunes for a young person.
Yeah. Well, for every passable tune, there's probably 10 that are that you need to put into the fire. But
all right, okay. Listen, thanks a lot for coming in, Shane.
No
The
worries.
29th of July, is it today, 2019?
Yeah.
So I hope it sells loads from the shelf. I hope it runs off the shelf,
Yeah.
and I hope yourself and your Mexican bought fiddle have a long and fruitful future ahead of you.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Okay, thanks again, Shane.
Thanks very much.